You're watching TVC Breakfast. Domestic flights will resume on the 8th of July. Aviation Minister Hadi Sirika, who made the announcement, disclosed this at the flights commence. He said the flights will commence at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, and the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos. At the Port Harcourt, Owerri, and Maiduguri airports will begin operations on the 11th of July, while flights will resume in other airports across the country on July the 15th. Passengers are advised to follow all safety guidelines and protocols put in place to ensure that the airports do not become channels for the spread of coronavirus. And joining me now on Skype is Ehi Iden, the CEO, Occupational Health and Safety Managers. Ehi, it's good to have you join me this morning. Okay, now let's start from let's start this way. In India, for instance, one of the precautions that they are taking as flights are resuming in India is that there won't be the serving of food on board. I wonder if we have to liken that to Nigeria. I wonder how that will play out. How will the passengers enjoy their flights if there is no food on board? But we have to look at safety.
Yeah, if you look at it, some time ago, a certain airline in Nigeria actually made it. It wasn't compulsory anymore to serve food. If you want food, if you want to be served while you're in the aircraft, you pay for that. And I realized a number of Nigerians, they didn't bother about food anymore, and they were comfortable to fly and not paying for their food. I think it's just for a time. If we look at the issue at hand right now, serving food inside the aircraft inboard is very it's not safe for anyone. So to limit the frequency of opportunity we have to touch or exchange things within the aircraft, and that's why they're doing that. If it is if that can help control the spread of coronavirus, yes, we have to avoid that for now until such a time that things just come back to normalcy. But I think it's a welcome development, which of course I think other countries should adopt. I quite appreciate that.
Okay. Now, let's look at the issue of sitting arrangement. In some of the aircraft that are really small with relatively smaller cabins, now there is the issue of the sitting arrangement. The seats are certainly close to each other. I wonder how that negates the issue of social distancing, especially when people have to fly.
You know, I spoke about this earlier on. That's a concern most of us are having. I mean, we're talking about physical distancing as a protocol to prevention, and now we are going to have people board aircraft where the seats, there's no opportunity to rearrange the seat. But I think what can be done, I mean, if aviation regulators can enforce this, you board only the window seats. Don't board the aisle seats. So okay. Everybody that's going through the aircraft must use the window seat and not the aisle seat. That will create, I mean, it may not be up to the required feet, but that will create a high level of physical distancing among people who have to be in that aircraft. But having the aircraft has full capacity, like it will have when there were no issues, that will be counter-indicative to the issue of coronavirus prevention.
Okay, so that will be less people on board, but that would also imply that there will be hike in the cost of tickets.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. All right, we have to leave you here now. Thank you very much, Ehide, for your time on the program. It's time for